Chosen one, stop scrolling right now. I am not asking for your attention, but rather I am warning you of what is coming. Do not dare swipe away from this screen. The algorithm did not bring you here today. God intercepted your feed because you are running out of time. You have been carrying this heavy feeling that you are already behind. You look at your life and wonder why the breakthrough is so delayed. You see others moving forward with such ease, while you feel completely stuck in mud and unable to catch up. What I am about to reveal was sealed in the courts of heaven until this exact second. The enemy is working overtime to keep you distracted. He wants you to believe you have missed your window. I need you to stay until the very end of this message. I will hand you the exact prophetic decree that cancels every demonic assignment launched against your timeline over the past decade. If you leave now, you walk back onto the battlefield without your armor. Heaven dispatched this warning directly to your spirit. Listen with your soul, because your breakthrough depends on your obedience right now. Let us talk about that quiet exhaustion you have been carrying in your bones. It is the kind of tired that sleep cannot fix. Stop dismissing it as just another bad day. You have spent the last few weeks wondering why you feel so incredibly drained and why the atmosphere around you feels remarkably heavy. You want to isolate yourself from everyone and everything. You thought it was just depression or anxiety. You thought you were losing your edge. But I am here to reframe your entire reality. That sudden heaviness in your chest is not clinical depression. Stop letting the world label your spiritual sensitivity, because it is actually your spirit detecting a massive shift in your timeline. Your soul is working overtime in the unseen realm. You are fighting battles and shielding people who do not even know they are under attack. Do not let your mind wander right now. Anchor your spirit to my voice. You are a breakthrough prophet. You are the generational cycle breaker that heaven has been waiting for. But recently you have been paralyzed by a severe case of imposter syndrome, causing you to doubt your own magnitude because your physical reality does not match your spiritual authority. You feel like a total failure. But heaven says you are simply in the crucible of preparation. The silence you hear is not rejection. The delay you feel is not a punishment. God isolated you to protect your inner architecture from toxic frequencies, knowing that those lower vibrations could not travel with you. The enemy wants you to panic. He wants you to force a door open before it is fully unlocked. He is terrified of what happens when you finally wake up. There is a profound reason why your tolerance for distraction has dropped to 0 lately. I am going to show you exactly why in just a moment. But first, I need you to confirm your alignment. If you feel a massive shift approaching but feel physically stuck, type 444 in the comments below as a physical sign of your agreement with heaven. Claim your space in this exact moment. That brain fog you have been experiencing is not a sign of weakness. It is a symptom of intense spiritual warfare. You have been walking through a desert season for what feels like an eternity, watching old relationships fade away without any logical explanation or sense of closure. You felt like your most desperate prayers were hitting a brass ceiling. You felt entirely forgotten by the universe. Hold on and pay close attention to what follows. This is the exact instruction you prayed for last night. You are not meant to stay in this waiting room forever. You are an incarnated angel operating in enemy territory. Your divine DNA holds a power that most humans cannot even comprehend, but your physical vessel is taking a massive beating right now. The weight of your calling is crushing your nervous system. I am naming this next part early because I do not want to build mystery just to sell you something. Let me be direct about what is coming so you can decide whether to stay for the full picture. The heavy fog blocking your mind has a physical anchor. Your exhaustion is tied to the frequency of your brain. The modern world has intentionally dialed down your highest spiritual capacity. Dr. Robert Lake discovered a specific tool to fix this exact delay. The restoration has a name. It is called the Genius Song. It uses advanced brain entrainment to reactivate your dormant gamma brainwaves, which is the exact frequency of miracles and deep intuition that the world tried to suppress. The decline effect shut it down when you were a child, but this audio protocol turns it back on, and it was measured in labs at MIT and Princeton. Some of you already feel the pull toward this. If your spirit already tells you this is the tool you need, the door is ready and the link is waiting in the description and the pinned comment below. But do not rush. I want you to stay for the full message if you want more context before making any decisions about your timeline. For those staying here is exactly what comes next. But let me reframe your reality right now, because you have been reading the signs backwards. You have spent years believing that your lack of progress was a personal failure. You thought you were not praying hard enough. You thought you were simply not good enough. But heaven wants you to understand that your physical exhaustion and that heavy brain fog are not signs of weakness. They are the physical symptoms of a profound spiritual suppression. Your highest frequency is being actively blocked by an earthly environment designed to keep you asleep. You have been fighting a war you could not even see. Science has a very specific name for what you are experiencing right now. Researchers call it the decline effect. When you were a young child, your brain naturally operated in the gamma frequency. You learned quickly. You felt deeply. Your intuition was incredibly sharp, and you experienced moments of sheer magic on a daily basis. But around the age of 7, the modern world began to intentionally dial down that super brainwave. The toxic noise of society forced your brilliant mind into a stressful beta state. You are not a regular human. You are a celestial warrior operating in enemy territory. And because you are a chosen one, you were born with a much higher gamma baseline than ordinary people. That is exactly why this earthly suppression hurts you so much more than it hurts them. The gap between who you used to be and who you are right now is not a loss of talent. It is simply the distance of a dormant frequency. God gifted you that frequency to change the atmosphere of this planet. Take a deep breath and really hear this next part. Do not let your mind wander right now. Look at the greatest figures in ancient scripture. David was anointed as king, but had to wait years in the wilderness. He was running for his life while waiting for his promise. Joseph carried a massive prophetic vision, but was thrown into a pit and completely forgotten in a dark prison. They experienced severe delays that looked exactly like complete failure to the outside world. But heaven was doing something critical behind those closed doors. God isolated them to build their inner architecture. He knew that the massive weight of glory would crush them if their spiritual foundation was not completely solid. Your current season of isolation is not a punishment. Your profound loneliness is actually divine insulation. Heaven cleared your room to protect you from counterfeit connections. Those false connections would have drained your remaining energy. You are surviving the crucible of preparation. Every tear you cried in secret was collected as a down payment for your upcoming elevation. But there is a specific, almost predictable pattern that plays out here. There is a reason why your closest friends suddenly walked away. They left without any logical explanation. It was not your fault at all. Coming up, I will show you the exact blueprint heaven used to clear your room, and I will reveal the hidden enemy who is desperately trying to use this silence against you. This unseen force is terrified of your potential. You need to understand the extreme danger. You must understand what they were carrying before we move any further forward. The darkness absolutely fears what you carry inside you. Your very presence is designed to shift the atmosphere wherever you walk. The world told you that your gentleness was a weakness, but heaven calls it your greatest weapon. You were never meant to be tamed. You were meant to be trusted with massive spiritual authority. Hit that like button right now, not for the sake of this channel, but so this exact message can reach another chosen one who is struggling alone in the dark. Send a massive signal to the universe. Your nervous system is currently recalibrating. The spiritual warfare you have endured has taken a massive toll on your physical body. When the enemy cannot stop your destiny, he will try to exhaust your physical vessel so you give up right before the finish line. That is exactly why you wake up at 3 in the morning with a racing heart. It is not random insomnia. It is your spirit waking you up to stand watch over your timeline. You are the watchman for your family, breaking generational curses while they sleep. You survived when you were completely broken. You extended grace when they only deserved your anger. You became the emotional sponge for everyone around you. You absorbed their trauma while neglecting your own exhausted soul. But that survival identity is being stripped away right now. Truth honors truth. Let what is real be named before another moment passes. You are entering a massive season of unusual favor, but you cannot step into this new dimension carrying heavy luggage. You must leave the luggage of your past trauma behind. The blessing is circling, but it has not landed just yet. You are exactly one step away from the miracle. But there is a hidden blocker standing firmly in your way. Now here is where it goes much deeper. This is the part that no one says out loud. Listen carefully, because this part will reach places inside you that you have never been able to put into words. Stay with me, because what I share next will break the cycle permanently. We must talk about the hidden enemy right now. You thought the darkness was a monster hiding in the shadows, and you expected a spiritual attack from outside forces. But the enemy used your season of silence to plant a terrifying lie. He planted the seed of unworthiness deep inside your exhausted soul. The real enemy is the hidden agreement of limitation you made with yourself. You agreed to play small to make others comfortable. You dimmed your incredibly bright light because it intimidated the people around you. This is the exact reason why they walked away. Your frequency exposed their refusal to heal their own trauma, so they chose to abandon you instead of facing their pain. They did not leave because you were broken or unworthy. They ran away because your profound spiritual authority terrified their demons. This brings us to the profound truth of your current delay. You have been waiting for God to open a massive door, but heaven is waiting for you to realize you hold the key. The barrier keeping you behind is not external warfare anymore, but rather it is your own lingering fear of your magnificent calling. You are secretly terrified of the massive power you carry inside your soul. You sabotage your own timeline because success feels extremely dangerous. The trauma of your past taught you that visibility brings intense pain, so you subconsciously push the miracle away right before it finally manifests. You create the delay to stay in your comfortable waiting room. But the season of hiding in the shadows is officially over today. The desperate wait ends right here and right now. Remember the prophetic decree I promised you at the very beginning. Heaven arranged this encounter to deliver one specific truth. You are not just following a divine plan for your life. You are the actual plan that God created for this entire generation, and heaven formed this timeline specifically around your unique spiritual signature. God did not create a blueprint to trap you. He created your brilliant soul, and the plan formed around you. That heavy pressure in your chest is not a panic attack. It is the physical weight of your prophetic mantle descending upon you. You are not under attack from the enemy right now. You are simply under a massive spiritual anointing, and the universe is stripping away your survival identity to reveal your royal DNA. You are the generational cycle breaker heaven desperately needed. I want you to take a deep breath and hear this clearly. Do not skip this next part because your future depends on it. The time for apologizing for your massive spiritual gift is over. You have shrunk yourself to fit into rooms that were never designed to hold your magnitude, but you will not hide your light anymore. You are not too much for this world to handle. They were simply too small for your profound anointing. Your gentleness was never meant to be your ceiling. It was always meant to be the solid foundation of your empire. You survived when you were completely broken and isolated. The enemy thought that isolation would starve your beautiful spirit, but he did not know that you are a powerful seed ready to bloom. When they buried you in the dark dirt, they actually planted you for a harvest. Your season of harvest is terrifying the demons that held you down. They watch you rising and they have absolutely no defense left. The spiritual warfare you endured was intense and deeply exhausting, but the victory has already been secured in the unseen realm, and God is stepping in to fight for you right now. Your ultimate victory is completely and totally final. But there is still one crucial step you must take. You cannot step into tomorrow carrying the broken frequency of yesterday. You must actively break the invisible chains of your past trauma. The courts of heaven have ruled entirely in your favor today, but a spiritual decree requires a physical action to lock it in forever. You must claim your divine inheritance before another day passes. You are stepping into a season of accelerated and massive fulfillment. The financial delays and emotional blockages are being cleared away. Doors that were firmly locked for decades are suddenly swinging wide open. You will not have to struggle and hustle to find your true path, because the right opportunities will naturally gravitate toward your new activated frequency. Your spirit has been pulling toward this truth without knowing why. You have been feeling a strange urge to finally break free. Now you know exactly why you feel so different from everyone else. The universe is preparing you for a massive leap in consciousness, but you must prepare your physical vessel to handle this immense energy shift. You need the right tool to hold this frequency. This brings us to the most important moment of your entire journey. You know who you are, and you know the enemy is defeated. But how do you permanently close the door on that old reality? What is the specific mental action you must take to seal the miracle? And how do you bypass the earthly noise to reclaim your original genius? You cannot rely on your exhausted physical strength anymore. This is why heaven is providing a physical anchor for your spiritual breakthrough right now. Remember what we just uncovered together. You are not fundamentally broken. Your original frequency was simply turned off by a world that deeply feared your light. The exhaustion you feel is the heavy cost of living completely out of alignment. But the season of operating in the dark is officially over, and you are finally ready to step into your full and magnificent power. Remember earlier when I mentioned the Genius song? Now it is time to walk through exactly what this powerful tool does for your spirit. You were born completely different from everyone else. You carry a brilliant gamma frequency that made you highly intuitive. This tool does not create something entirely new, but it simply unlocks the ancient castle you already owned. Consider a 51-year-old provider who was unemployed for nearly 2 years. He was not lacking skills, but he had lost his sharp edge to severe brain fog. Every interview felt like walking through thick mud. He could barely string his words together. Then he spent 11 days using this specific restoration tool, and his entire reality began to shift in ways he could not explain. He did not change his resume or learn a new trade. But on the 12th day, he received a job offer far better than his previous position. The massive shift did not happen in the external economy. It happened entirely inside his reactivated mind. Dr. Robert Lake spent 34 years mapping this exact phenomenon in neuroscience, proving that your brain can actually recover its lost brilliance. Scientists at MIT and Princeton have studied this brain entrainment technology extensively. They discovered that you can safely guide the nervous system back into its original gamma state. You only need to sit quietly for 7 minutes a day while wearing stereo headphones. You do not need to meditate or hustle. The audio track does all the heavy lifting for your tired spirit, bypassing the mental resistance that usually keeps you completely stuck. I would never disrespect your financial situation right now. $39 is a real decision for many chosen ones. But let us look at the earthly alternatives for a moment. You could spend hundreds of dollars on meditation retreats or single therapy sessions. None of them specifically target your dormant gamma frequency, which is the actual root cause of your profound spiritual delay. Let me tell you the full story of what this tool does. Dr. Lake compressed decades of research into the Genius song. It normally costs $49, which is already a fraction of clinical biofeedback. But he intentionally made it accessible for $39 as a one-time investment. Heaven knows you need this exact tool right now, and it comes with 4 specific bonuses worth $80 in total value. There is a 90-day keep the bonus guarantee attached to this protocol. If you listen and your spirit does not align, you receive a full refund. You also keep all $80 worth of bonuses as an apology for your time. The only actual risk is choosing to remain in your current state of heavy exhaustion. Every single day that your gamma remains asleep is a tragedy, because it is another day you live far below your divine potential. Your future self is looking back at this exact moment. They are begging you to finally make the right choice. You do not have to be perfectly ready, but you do need to step through the door. I must protect your spirit from the traps of the enemy. There is an army of counterfeit products online using this exact name, hoping to steal your money and scramble your delicate spiritual alignment. They sell empty audio files with no real brain entrainment technology. Imitation frequencies will only cause you more dangerous confusion. Guard your spirit carefully and only use the verified link provided. Take a deep breath and close your eyes for just a second. This decision is not about spending money, but it is about believing in who you truly are and reclaiming your original power. If your soul recognizes this truth, the authentic protocol is waiting for you. The link is located in the description. It is also placed in exactly 3 different positions within the pinned comment below. You have waited in the wilderness long enough. The doors of unprecedented favor are unlocking right now, and the universe is finally handing you the ultimate key to your freedom. Subscribe to this channel immediately. Do not miss the prophetic instructions coming in the next 72 hours. Heaven is not done speaking to you yet. If this message blessed your tired soul, I invite you to sow a small seed of faith today. Use the super thanks button below, because your generous seed keeps this ministry shining brightly for other chosen ones in the dark. Now place your hand on your heart and speak this decree out loud with me. I release the heavy burden of my past. I declare that my season of delay is permanently over. I am a demonstrated warrior of light. I fully accept the massive blessing heaven has prepared for me, and I will no longer apologize for the brilliant light I carry. Type "I am ready" in the comments below as a physical sign of your spiritual obedience. Do not step into tomorrow carrying the broken frequency of yesterday. Whether you put the key in the lock is your divine choice. Step through the door.